Alright, so we're back.
Yeah, make your point again.
We're back. So yes, the children are multiplied. We're talking about getting that jab, and also they're gonna get the MOTB because that's their future. The children be multiplied, it will be for the sword.
Yeah.
So for those that if they're brave enough not to, they're gonna go into concentration camps. Most of them are gonna take it anyway because they ain't got no integrity, you know. But for those who are of the elect, they're gonna be sealed and protected.
That's
you know?
right.
Yaratazar, that's us, man.
Yep, Lord willing. But to speak on that as well, we should got to remember that it's kind of funny because these people that are being multiplied for the sword, their whole purpose is to be destroyed. The abundance of them is so that the Most High can show His power in destroying them,
right,
and therefore regain His respect. Because when the Most High raised up Pharaoh of Egypt, He done it just so He could show His power in destroying it and destroying the Egyptians. So at that time, all the other nations feared and trembled when they heard of what had been done to the Egyptians at the hands of the God of Israel. And likewise, all the nations are going to tremble when they see what's going to be done in this time for the controversy of Zion.
Yeah, I got that precept, the one you just
go ahead.
Yeah. Romans chapters 9, we could start from 16, it says, so then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of God that showeth mercy. For the scriptures say unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose I have raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared through all the earth.
That's right.
Yeah, because you could think about the modern day Egyptians. We talk about Pharaoh, right, and his army. There was a mighty army, man.
Yeah.
Feared, and Pharaoh himself was viewed as a god. And Esau, the modern day Egyptians, they're mighty. Their military is mighty from a carnal perspective when you look at it, because they've got military equipment that are known to us, but they've got others that are not known to us. Like some people say 10 years ahead or even 20 years ahead in regards technology wise. Things that we can't even, we can't comprehend. You can hear about heat bullets or heat sensor bullets. So if I had that heat sensor bullet gun, let's say I was a gangbanger and I had a heat, and I was shot after somebody and then run around the corner. The
heat-seeking bullet would follow them.
And this is the kind of thing you're hearing about, and I believe they got it.
Yeah.
But you're hearing about it through through word of mouth that they've got heat sensor bullet guns that can, and we know about the satellites that can look through windows or look
X-ray
walls. Yes, look through walls. I believe all the things I've been hearing. We know about the robot. I done a video on Titan.
What's Titan?
Titan's a robot that Robocop. It says it perfectly. Robocop. If you saw the very original Robocop.
Yeah, that's the one I like. Yeah.
It's massive, and I had it as if to say that they haven't got it. It's an imaginary thing.
It's where Ed 209, the big machine.
Yeah,
with the guns.
Right, with the guns. They've got that, man. You just go and type up Titan robot.
Okay.
In the military. Massive thing, and it was playing with like little grannies. They make it look, and I was
like it's cute and cuddly.
Right, so they make it look home friendly, your friendly neighborhood robot, right? But don't fucking get it twisted. That thing there is a destroyer, is a killer, man.
That's right.
When they unleash it, they're gonna unleash it for the potential men with spiritual power.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, there was once upon a time where you get a bit, a bit quaky in your boots when you hear stuff like this. But now I'm like, fuck it, let Esau bring his toys, man. Because if the Lord gives us spiritual power, we can have fun smashing that shit.
Yeah. My mind is always, not always, but I think a lot about combat, right? For some reason, but I've always been like that. But see, it's very easy, right? Because all you got to do is go to the programmer, right? The heart, and they show it in some movies as well. Go to the heart. I think it was in one movie, man. Anyway, he just went. That was it in Age of Ultron, Avengers: Age of Ultron, where the Hulk just went into the fucking thing and just pulled. No, it was Scarlet Witch. First, the Hulk dashed the thing down. Right, the Hulk just picked it up and just dashed it down out of a big ship. Dashed it down. It crashed up. It broke up. Right, because the Hulk has got raw strength. And then Scarlet Witch with sorcery just wooed out the heart of it. Just wooed at the heart. The programming,
Yeah.
with the Pentium, what do they call it? The processor.
Yeah.
That would be the heart. Yeah? Just ruled out the heart and destroyed it. And we're gonna be at that kind of. That's what we're gonna be doing.
That's right. And that's funny you say that because it makes me think of the X-Men. In the X-Men, which is really a metaphor for us anyway, because they've all got spiritual powers. They've got these things called the Sentinels, which hunt the X-Men, like these giant, like 12-foot robots or whatever. And the X-Men, you know, fight them, and they're all robots who are designed to hunt mutants and capture them. So, you know, Esau's put it in. He's put these things into, you know, comics and cartoons and films for many years, but this is really his plan. Yes. Like even with the Terminator, you know, that's, you know, the Terminator hunting down John Connor, supposedly JC, Jesus Christ, trying to stop the prophecy from happening. So, you know, these film directors, they understand certain aspects of the truth and they put it into entertainment. So that when we come out now and we're talking about it, people are like, no, but that's just the movies. You're making it up, man.
You've been watching too much movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you heard of the Age of Ultron, haven't you?
Yeah, eventually.
The AI, artificial intelligence.
It's called, it's got a name. I know the name of this film.
Ultron?
Yeah, Ultron, yeah.
Ultron, yeah, Age of Ultron. And that's the name of the movie. And Ultron is the robot that controls artificial intelligence. He's so efficient that he's no longer needed to be programmed or controlled. He can't be controlled anymore by anybody.
They became sentient, self-aware.
Self-aware. So he's in control of everything, and he's able to tap into other computers, which he did that in the movie. Very, rabbit hole goes deep. You know, you might watch that and you think, yeah, it's just about action, but
there's
everything,
meaning,
everything that happened in the movie now, what's it? Elon Musk is talking about, saying that
Neuralink.
Right. He's talking about the cars, what you see, the gas cars, the electric cars. Now you've got them as about 10%, about 10% of them are electric. He said soon 100% of it, they're going to be, all the cars are going to be programmed by electric, and they'll soon be AI driven. No, you're gonna get into a car. No, there's gonna be no steering wheel, no pedals, none of it. Everything's gonna be that. So this is the future plan for E.
Yeah.
That he has planned. But fuck all that New World Order. Yeah, most ain't gonna allow that to happen. I just know that.
Well,
I just know that.
Of course. Well, the interesting thing about what you're saying about, you know, their plans to have self-driven cars and stuff like that, that's another part of you not having any freedom whatsoever. So let's say in the New World Order, God forbid you've got this mark, we're not going to take it, but let's just use this as a hypothetical situation. Let's say you're living with your mark, everything's generated by your mark. So to open your front door, you've got to scan your hand, you get out your front door. To get into your car, you've got to scan your mark. Now it might be a case where on your mark, you're programmed to work at this address, and the car will only take you to that address and back. You can't stop off at the shops.
Yes, exactly.
You can't divert, go where you want to go. You literally have to go exactly where you're programmed to go. And you know, God forbid you go against the system. Yeah. They could just have your ass burn in a car crash. Make the car go off for a crash, and you can't open the door because your chip's been turned off, so you burn up in the car. You know, that actually happened to someone. Because in these, these Tesla cars?
Demon.
Yeah, Esau's a fucking demon, right? I see some of these people got these Tesla cars up in, parking them up in central London and stuff, looking all flash and shit. Yeah. And I was walking past one of them one day, and I noticed that, like, the door handles to open from the outside, they were flush. So from the outside, you couldn't open it. So obviously, the person who's got the key has to come and press a button, then it will like flap out, and you can open the door. Well, guess what? There was one doctor, I believe in America, I think it's America, he had one of these cars, he was driving it, he ended up crashing into a tree, and people came to help him, but the door system failed, so they couldn't open the door. The car caught on fire and the man died inside the car, because they couldn't open the doors from the outside. So it's like, a lot of these things which people think are cool and fashionable, really they're not cool and fashionable at all, because really it's all leading you more towards the New World Order in a system to where, as was it that guy, Klaus Schwab says, you will own nothing and be happy. Wow. That's what they want. Esau wants to take all power from the people and consolidate it for himself so that they themselves can live on the earth as gods, being worshipped as gods. And really, these people are the fucking basest people on the earth, man. The lowest of men, Job 30 and 8. You know, these are the basest, the lowest, the most morally depraved people. Yeah. You know, you go around Edomites for any length of time, man. And I'll put this out there. Right? I was on the train coming to camp just a little while before we started. I'm sitting on the train, and it's cool. There's some dusty ass Edomite come and sit on my left. You stink ass unwashed self, and the guy stank. And I'm thinking to myself, man, it's only like what, 2:30 in the afternoon, and my man's smelling like this. What the hell, man? And then some woman come up.
Drinking or just smell nasty?
They smell unwashed, man. You know when someone sweat and they don't wash their ass and they just stink.
That's how they stink.
And like he'd been smoking as well. So it's all, it's like a cacophony. Dare I use that word? A cacophony of different scents and aromas that just didn't smell nice. And also their aura's dirty, man. Like I said this to brothers before, and other brothers in the truth have said this too. Like when you're around people, if someone's unclean, you can feel it.
Yeah,
you know, you can feel like
it's an unclean demon.
There you go.
That's what it is.
You're beautiful. That is indeed what it is. Unclean spirits. So he's sitting on my left now, but the train was starting to fill up, and I thought, you know, I'm carrying my tripod and stuff, and I'm thinking, shit, do I want to get up? But enough, you know, there's no more seats, so I sat there, and a woman come and sit on my left, right, and she had a dog in her lap, and I'm sitting in the middle with an Edomite on this side, and a woman with a dog in her lap, and I'm looking at the dog. I'm looking at the Edomite, I'm looking at the dog, I'm looking at the Edomite. I'm thinking, you know what, Job was right, man. The dog had a cleaner spirit on it, and its fur was all nice and it had been washed. The dog was cleaner than the Edomite. You know what I'm saying? So Job was right when he said, let me read it rather than roughly paraphrase it.
Job 30.
Job 30 verse 8. Might start from verse 1 though. Job 30, starting from verse 1. But now they that are younger than... Are you holding anything?
Yeah, I'm holding something.
Okay, I'll finish till you bring that out, yeah?
Yeah.
Job 30 from verse 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. So why would Job disdain to have set them with his dogs? Because these Edomites have a nasty habit. You know, a lot of it's been caught on camera now, where they're being caught tongue kissing their dogs. Edomites sitting in the car at traffic stop with a dog in their lap, and the dog's all licking at the inside of their mouth and shit. I mean, what kind of bugged out spirit have you got to have in yourself to want to tongue kiss a dog? Furthermore, you know, the videos are out there. Got Edomites drinking dog's piss. Literally, the dog piss in a cup, and they're drinking that shit. And they're saying, oh, it cures acne. What kind of fuckery is that, man? That's off. But their spirit is off. It says Job 30:1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. There's another one as well. I've heard stories, I haven't seen it, but I've heard stories where Edomites will say, yeah, you know, if the dog likes peanut butter, if you put the peanut butter on your private parts, the dog will come and lick it.
One of my girls, right, you don't want to know everything, man, trust me, you don't want to know. One of my, no, I say my first girl, she would be a J, so-called half caste. She would be a J because her father was a black man. Right? He was alright. His dad was cool, but she was brought up under a mother. And what I used to notice about when I was young, man. I was young, teenager, man.
Yeah.
And she used to do all that shit. What you just mentioned. She used to, alright, and do all that.
Tongue kiss the dog.
No, the dog would lick the face, right? Oh. She wasn't necessarily giving the Frenchie.
But the dog was every step of
But that's nastiness, man.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So, why don't you ever want to kiss me and shit, right? So, you understand what I'm saying, though? That I was learning. I didn't know that. You know, that's their spirit, right? And not only that, because you know I was into the Christian.
Yeah.
And anytime I go in the yard, anybody that had that dog, there was. And one time I had to say something. You know, you're supposed to let them do that. You know. This was the Greek guy, but funny enough, you know, if he was a J, he didn't know nothing about hygiene. And he said no, and one of the little boys said no. When they do that, when they lick your face, they can kill germs.
Oh, that's some bullshit,
That's what they said to me, man. And I fucking said,
where did they get that from?
It's going to be an argument, man. You can't fucking find that nowhere.
Yeah.
So fuck all it. So you know.
It's lucky there's another one as well, like these Edomite children, like if you give a little Edomite child an ice cream cone, you know they lick the ice cream cone. Yeah. If they got a dog, you have the Edomite lick the ice cream, then they let the dog lick the
Yes,
ice cream,
I've seen
then they
that.
lick it themselves.
Yeah,
So it's like,
and they share food. They would sit down and share a plate of food with the dog. I'll have some, you'll have some.
yeah.
Listen, man, I don't want to go all into it. I like
Yeah.
because you know what? I understand why there's a certain things you don't really want to go too deep into, man. Because you know, sometimes I say to you, don't get bogged down.
Yeah.
If you get bogged down with these people, you sitting there, then you just turn around and if I had a machete, man, and I really thought about it, I can see why people go mad postman, you know.
Yeah, postal,
Postal. It's true. But anyway, let me bring this one out.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's not good to be around. The scripture says it, man. Proverbs chapter 3 and 31 says, envy not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. Right, there's more. For the froward is an abomination to the Lord, but his secret is with the righteous. So the froward is an abomination to the Lord, man. Nasty, froward. What's the word? There's another word. Crude.
Yeah.
Crude people. Oh, those people are so crude. When you hear people, like, I'm into boxing and shit, and footballers, right? Yeah, come on, man. One time I went to a football match, once, and it was only because I was invited by somebody who had a free ticket, right?
Yeah.
So when we're sitting there, I'm thinking, I'm gonna watch some skills. I'm into the skills, and behind you, and I know how you know what I'm saying? You're gonna get crude, like no fucking decorum, just mad, manic, fucking, and the women, just as bad. You understand? That's why, we're gonna get them though, and they ain't gonna learn righteousness, but we're gonna have to keep beating the impossible into them, and we're gonna like doing that anyway, you know. But there's more to this precept.
Go ahead,
envy not the oppressor and choose none of his ways, for the froward is an abomination to the Lord, but his sacred is with the righteous. Right, the curse of the Lord is on the house of the wicked, but the blessings are on the habitation. So they're froward and they're full of abominations. They're so unhygienic. I was brought up in children's homes around them. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
So I
saw it firsthand.
Yeah, that's just one of the things that I'm very much aware of. And they love dogs more than they sleep with their dogs.
Yeah.
That tells you a lot about them. In Jamaica, when I visited Jamaica, one more point. When I visited Jamaica, the dogs that you have, any dog that you have, is not allowed in the house.
Yeah, it sleeps in the kennel.
Right, and that's just the right way to do it, man. Don't bring dogs into the house, because another thing, if you go into it a little bit deeper about dogs, right, hygiene, right, the UV light. If a dog's been in the house, and I knew this even before the truth and everything, right? Just coming a little bit of my hygiene that I understood a little bit about, right? I looked into it. A dog, when the dog's in the house, dogs don't wipe their ass, man.
Yeah, so when it sits somewhere.
When they went into a house and they smelled and they put all the magnifying glass and a dog was in there, it's shit. Fecal matter was everywhere.
Yeah.
Dogs ain't. I know it's concrete jungle and it's just become second nature, but dogs are not really supposed to be put in houses. That's why there's such thing as a kennel.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, they've customized. Esau has customized his world for everybody to be like that. That's why I just read that scripture, man. I'll read it one more time.
Yeah, go ahead.
Envy not the oppressor and choose none of his ways. We're not like them. We're different. We look the same. We both got arms and legs. They say, well, we're all human. No, we ain't. We ain't like you, man. We don't like you, and you don't like us. And even if you did like us, and I liked you, there'll be friction, because I'm going to see just what you really are like when I get closer, and you're going to see that I don't really like you, and you're going to hate me for that, and I'm going to hate you for being who you are, just by the sheer fact that is what you are. Even if there was no such thing as, even if there wasn't a dividing of the like a technical dividing of the nations, right? And you was the way you were, and I was truly in my spirit, and you were truly in your spirit. It couldn't work.
Exactly. Can two walk together lest they be agreed? So
we're here. We can do business. We can do business quickly and get away quickly. Yeah. And that's how you keep the peace.
Yeah.
You know.
But we can't. As you know, two kings can't sit on the same throne.
We've got another precept, yeah.
Yeah, but just hold it. Let me just speak on a bit about the dog for a minute, because you pretty much covered everything I wanted to say, but On the topic of the dogs being unclean and making a mess in a home, that's very true, man. Because when someone owns a dog, usually you can smell it on them. Like, you know, like they've got that kind of like doggy kind of smell.
I say this all the time. Pete, you grow on, like, if I was around you, say like I'm around you like once a week, right, or sometimes in the week as well, right, but I pick up your habits, right, and you pick up some of my habits, subconsciously, you know, just normally. It's the same with animals, man. It's the same with animals. Look, now, when we get new bodies, it ain't gonna be that case, but these bodies are on these are low vibration bodies, man.
Yeah.
These are low vibration bodies, so you're gonna be affected by, that's why the scripture tells you, man, you know, envy not depression, choose none of his ways. Now, you have to deal with them, right? You have to be around pets and animals and things. Now, I'm not saying that, you just said about the smell. It's gonna affect you in the sense of the smell, picking up the smell of it. Yeah. That's how it's gonna affect you. But if you do it according to the law, right, don't sleep with no dog. Yeah. You understand?
All the scriptures actually do say that. Let me get it. Keep going.
Yes, so the scriptures goes into it, man. You know, it's actually a law. Yeah? Man and woman not lie with each other. Woman and woman, yeah, get the scripture.
Well, it says, this is Exodus 22 and 19. Whosoever lieth with a beast shall surely be put to death.
Right, so that was what when we was younger, when we was curious, and we found out some of our mates had bestiality videos. Them days it was cassettes and that.
Yeah.
And they come to school talking about, oh, did you see what happened? And I had to go to church, right? So unfortunately I couldn't, you know, my mother was strict. So I didn't get to see, the two things I didn't like, I couldn't see. Roots, the movie Roots, came on Sunday. That I hated, the fact that I was missing Roots. They was all talking about it, and I couldn't just watch any video, I couldn't just watch what they was watching. Yeah. So I was envying my oppressor, but really I was being protected. But bestiality, they do that.
Yeah.
No problem whatsoever, no problem, bestiality. And let me say this too, right? Now, I know guys who dealt with Edomite, right? And I know men have to do what they have to do. But everyone I know tells me that they fucking always go downstairs. Yam on the 2-foot table, right? And you know what he said to me, right? This is an ugly motherfucker, right? You know, they don't care about how you look. Yeah. Right? He said, it was so bad I had to go like that. Get off my dick, get off my dick. He was saying it as jest. Yeah. He was saying that as just, but that's what they do that. Yeah. That's what they love, that's what they're all about. Talk about dogs, talk about all the abominations things you can think of that come to your mind. That's what they're into. That's what they will do. They're not like us, man.
Yeah, they're unclean people, man. Carry on.
So, was you looking for something? Was you going to bring something out?
I read it. Thou shalt not lie with a beast.
Alright, yeah, I got this one. So we don't have to go all into it. The scriptures mentions it. Jeremiah chapters 10 and 2 says, Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of the heaven, for the heavens are dismayed at them. So Jeremiah, man, he got fed up. You know, he got fed up. Talking about the heathen, but he got fed up with his own people because they was learning the way of the heathen.
So that's spiritual. You didn't see it, but it just a car went past and it said police dogs. Spiritual, because we just talking about carry on.
You know, so
we're not supposed to envy the oppressor and choose any of his ways.
And talking about testimony, I got one more. I got another testimony.
Go on, bring it out.
It was just second nature to be like your mates. You know, your mate that lived on the same road. And there was my brother. For some reason, you and your brother was different. It's the same in a lot of households. There's always got difference. Because remember, it's all different. It's all spirits coming back out of the same pussy anyway. Yeah. Different spirits. So you're as a brother, but are you really a spiritual brother? No. So he used to always hang about with Edomites, my older brother, right? And I was brought up we was all brought up in the East End, but for some reason I gravitated to more being like a yardie. Like maybe some of my mates were yardies. You know what we say, I mean, a yard man and thing, right? Yeah. He gravitated to being an East Ender.
Like a cockney.
Yeah, old Del boy. Yeah. Castle, East End Castle. So And he used to always hang about with Edomites, and there was one Edomite lived up the road, up the street, just on the same bank. And he used to bring the Edomite, and he said, you know, he's got one blue eye and one green eye. I never forgot this. Yeah. And you know what? I noticed, I think I've said it to one of the elders. When the Edomite would come into the house, he would come, his spirit would just change. You could see the hate. He had hate for me. When the Edomite was in the house, he would treat me like shit. And I just noticed it, and I thought, what? Huh? I didn't used to say nothing. I used to think, I'm your brother, man. He used to treat the
Edomite would cheat you?
No. When the Edomite would come into the house and play their Meccano and all their little games, right? Yeah. Monopoly, right? The Edomite was in the house. My brother would treat me wicked, badly.
Oh, okay, I understand now.
When the Edomite was in the house, we was all right. When the Edomite was in the house, he would treat me wickedly. I was like, what, 12?
Yeah.
Maybe, no, younger, about 8 and 9. Little Edomite boy. And I remember the Edomite boy, his dad was a policeman, and he said that he wanted to grow up to be a policeman. Right? You understand what I'm saying? So my brother's
spirit was changing.
That was his spirit anyway. Because he got Edomite, he's got Jake children, which his mother's white. You understand what I'm saying? We're just different spirits, man. But the point of the matter is that your spirit, you will pick up their habits, you will think that it's all about, that's life. If you deal with an Edomite woman, because you're on these lower vibration bodies, if you spend too much time around there, you will start to look at black people more badly. I know, I've seen it, I know what I'm talking about, I've seen it happening. You don't maybe not realise it. You start to look down on, because you're taking on a different spirit. A spirit that they've got, it's affected you. You understand that? So that's what Jeremiah was talking about.
That's a good point, actually.
Just like a man says, I can deal with women. I've seen men say that, big, tough, ruly guys, right? Say I can deal with women and I'll wear the trousers.
They're just fronting that.
Right.
A lot of them guys who act like they're butching, they've got everything controlled in their relationship. They're the biggest fucking simps because they will do anything to keep that pussy, even if it means getting on their knees for a woman. Yeah. Just look at, I keep going back to that, but look at how many men are willing to drop to their knees for the sake of a woman, man.
Yeah. Many mighty men, Proverbs chapter 7, isn't it? Many mighty men have fallen because of a woman. So yeah, I don't watch. One thing I'll say this. I've learned, because I'm talking about experiences, I've learned not to watch no fierce, right? When you say don't watch no fierce, right? You know, man read of heart. It's a heart, not the outward appearance.
Yeah.
And what was the other thing? Oh, and choose your battles. Choose your battles wisely. You understand? Mm-hmm. Not everybody you get up and into and always, be all easy. Or basically, you don't fight with everybody. There's certain people, if you're going to fight with them, you have to be willing to go all the way there.
You strive not with a mighty man.
Yeah, I've times when I've wanted to take it all the way there. I've made up my mind it's going to go all the way there. Only through the power and spirit of the Most High I lived. Most High intervened to save my life. You understand what I'm saying? Because he was either going to be me or that guy. That is what the world is about. So you got to learn, choose your arguments, and it's not about being no coward. It's just about being wise, man.
The wise man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. That's prudence.
So
finish with that?
Yeah. Let me just read it. 3, just to end it off. Yeah.
Yeah. Go on.
Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 3. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, and the work of the hands of the workmen with the axes. So we know that's talking about the holy days, their holy days, celebrating Christmas and all that.
Actually, that's a good point. Keep going, I'm going to bring out something.
So that's part of us learning the way of the heathen, celebrating their holy days. Easter, I forgot all the times and all that.
Yeah, but we're in that Easter season now.
So there's a whole, nothing wrong, you can eat yam chocolate. I know people might get, it might be controversial for some people, but if a man going to give me a chocolate egg, I'm going to take the egg. I'm not going to say, I'm not going to say whatever they do. I don't know what they do. Might say whatever. I'll just say thank you for the chocolate, thank you. And not that it's going to happen. It ain't going to happen, but what?
I'd say pray over it because it's something that's sacrificed unto an idol.
Alright,
it's like Easter goes back to the worship of Ishtar. which is I believe god of fertility.
Right, yeah.
It's so be careful about
the symbolism. It's the symbolism that now we gonna pray over everything we gonna get. Yeah, we're gonna pray over everything we gonna get because. But I see where you can, you know, if you're gonna take part of the symbolism, right? It's like almost like you might be sticking your fingers up, you know, to you. And no, it's not about that. But their customs are vain. That's it. Their customs are vain. So we don't want to take part in that. Not that anybody's gonna at this stage. No one's gonna give me an Easter egg. You know, I'm just trying to make a point. Yeah. Because it's a guideline. It's a guideline. Yeah. Some people they actually bug themselves out. Oh, you must. Oh, don't even look at it. Man. You know, something is extreme.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. You know, at the end of the day,
because I come out of the Christian church, that's why I say what I say.
At the end of the day, we have to pray over everything because even if you just go to Tesco or Sainsbury's and you just buy some regular chicken breasts, they've probably been praying over that to witches and warlocks to curse the food because you know, we don't see it, but we like if they pray over the music that you listen to, like they do the rituals on the music, then how much more the food? So like, for example, one thing with me, I've got a brother who's a Muslim, and I personally don't like to go to his house and eat his food because I know that if they're serving food, it's going to be halal food, meaning that they've prayed to Allah over that food. So me, my personal way to do it with that is, look man, I'd rather not go there and eat dinner at his house. Because I don't want to eat things sacrificed to idols. But even with that, you know, you can't be over righteous, you know, because you might be living in a situation where, let's say your parents are Muslim and you're a J, and you believe in the truth. If your mum's cooking you dinner every day, are you going to be like, no mum, I'm not eating this because, you know, I believe in Yahweh Shemi Shai, and that could cause you a big ass argument where, you know, you might be causing yourself more trouble. So, you know, you just pray over your food, man. Make sure you pray over it in the name of Yahweh Shemi Shai. Ask him to take whatever curses might have been put on it by anybody else, and you eat. Just one quick piece of meat. Because this is part of our punishment, because we are yet this day in our captivity. Ezekiel 4:13 says, and Yahweh said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread amongst the Gentiles, whether I will drive them. So yeah, everything is defiled in this society, man. So we just have to pray over things and hope that the Lord keep us in his truth.
Yeah, because to your point, right, this is where the trickiness will come in. Some people have to live with their parents. Now with me, when I became a Jehovah's Witness, right, I don't want to go all into it, right, but my brother was, without going, you know, he was celebrating the Christmas thing with my mum. So you know what I did, and this might sound a bit extreme. Sometimes you might have to be extreme, but anyway, in this case, they said, come round for dinner and turkey and that, right? And I did it one time, but you know what I realised, what I learned? There's some people you could say, let's agree to disagree. Right? But well, you got to understand, if there's people that don't like to do that. Right? With my family, because it's there was a lot of love there, and it became a bit overbearing, and I'm the younger brother, there's no agreeing to disagree, man. You know what I'm saying? So I realised that
it's just going to be argument.
Do what you have to do. If it comes over righteous and they resent you for it, just do it. Stay away. There may be different reasons. My case to stay away was because they didn't let me have my own spirit and my own personality. I can't stand, you know, overbearing,
stifling you.
So I just said, no, man. You know, you do what you got to do, and I eventually just cut him off. My older brother, and I say that I had to do that.
Same with me. I done the same thing, cut him off.
You see, because some people are just don't have the understanding, don't understand middle ground. They want to just dominate. Everything's about domination. No, man, that's not what. It's not about that, man.
Yeah, that's very true.
Let people have their spirits. If their spirit ain't affecting you, let them have the spirit. Vice versa. Or understand.